You know what? Let's give Brian a round of a fucking applause because always coming in the clutch, the guru, facilities, IT, community dude. Like, we appreciate you, brother. Appreciate you. So, like I was saying, you guys, I just want to send some love and some light out to everybody. Like I reflect. Anytime you come to a service, you reflect. So take the time, you guys, to just call somebody you know today. Let them know that you're thinking about them. Haven't talked to my sister in a couple of years. I was able to see her yesterday, took her out to lunch with my niece. And so, yeah, there's still strife there, but at the end of the day, like, we only got one shot at this thing called life. So make the best of it. Call somebody you love. Just tell them that you're grateful for them. And so I just want to send that message out. So we got a lot to cover today. We're going to do things a little bit different today. We're going to do things different in the coming weeks. What you guys are going to see, so you can expect this, is we're going to do a whole revamp of the meeting. We're going to shake some things up. We're going to remove CSU stats, and not to say that CSU is not important. What we're going to start doing is diving deeper into the analytics and really showing you guys what's happening on the consumer side. We want to look at Real Scout trends. We want to look at high note trends. We want to look at who has looked at a home in the last 72 hours with no communication from anybody, or no communication from you or whoever's in your platform. So we want to really start looking into consumer behavior to give you guys the excitement and the motivation to say, like, wow, okay, cool. I'm going to dive deeper into my systems to find more opportunities to build my business. So CSU is great. And if it works for you, continue to track, keep yourself accountable, right? Personal responsibility and personal ruthless accountability. But we're going to move into some things that are going to shake things up, new looks, new feels, new ideas, and new insights. So it keeps the meeting content fresh. Speaking of fresh, new content, before we get started, if you are a guest on the line today, and this is your first time attending the meeting, can you give yourself, or excuse me, raise your hand with the reaction button down below? Paul, Panella, my brother, you look super familiar. I don't know if we know each other, but Paul, where are you dialing in from? And welcome. You want to say a quick hello? You're muted, brother.
Hello, I'm in Sacramento.
Okay, cool, Paul. And how did you learn about the meeting?
I talked to Lauren Wybera yesterday.
Okay, cool.
She invited me to attend it today.
Nice, brother. Well, we're glad that you're here. Thank you for attending. Hopefully you take something away of value from this meeting today. Do we have any other guests on the line today that would like to say a quick hello? Going once, going twice. Cool, we're gonna move on. So speaking about looking at things differently, looking at analytics, looking at consumer behavior, somebody that's doing this right now and is really finding great opportunities for engagement and winning is Cynthia. And some of you are probably doing this, but I'm just gonna have Cynthia articulate what she's doing right now and some wins that you've had using Real Scout over the last couple of weeks. So Cynthia, let me turn the mic over to you, and happy Tuesday to you.
Happy Tuesday, my friends. So some of you may have seen my post yesterday on IG about how a consumer was looking at properties like 11 times, and she's supposed to be on her lunch hour, but I was catching her like looking at all these properties on Real Scout, right? So what this tool Real Scout really is, and what I hope that you're explaining this as, is it's a collaborative search tool so that you and the consumer can work together to find them their perfect home, whether it's a buyer for a first-time home, an investor, whatever it may be. It's super critical that you're explaining that properly. So what I do from what my coach Elias has explained really well to me is I need to have a hot sheet. So what I do every morning when it is my lead follow-up day, I set out to look at who in the last 24 hours has opened an email from Real Scout, what properties are they looking at, and are there properties that they've looked at more than once? So then I write out, okay, cool, I'm going to call Daniela today and discuss 123 Main Street with her. I'm going to email Bria and let her know that 567 South Street just had a price reduction. So it truly is allowing me to be the Amazon of real estate for my consumer. And what I mean by this is that when I see that my consumer has opened up a home, they're basically putting it in their cart, right? They haven't checked out yet. They've just got it in their little cart. Okay, cool. Since you have it in your cart, let me share some reviews with you, right? Let me share the disclosures with you. So it truly has allowed me to follow up with folks in a much more dialed in way. And now they're like, oh my gosh, yeah, we saw 123 Main Street had a price reduction. Thanks for sending those disclosures. When can we go check it out? Sweet, right? So it's just, you got to put in the work. Of course, you've got to go in and look at your analytics. Who's looking at what on what dates? And then again, from there, create your hot sheet. I'm going to call this person, and this person to give them information, not just to check in. Don't be calling people, hey, I'm just checking in. Checking in for what? No, I have direct information that you as a consumer need and want. Let me share that with you. Right? So it's just a much more targeted approach. And then what I've also been doing, because my Real Scout for some of the seasoned folks, because I've had Real Scout for 5 years now, I just went back through and I'm like, oh, haven't talked to this person in 2 years. Let's hit them up. Cool, they moved out of state. So boom, I update my Real Scout. I push them from this bucket to that bucket. So now they're getting a different kind of email newsletter from me. So it's all about in how you use it, but you've got to take the time to learn Real Scout. There are so many tools out there. There's so many videos out there for you to learn it. And then secondly, know how to use the information, know how to articulate to a consumer, hey, 123 Main Street just had a price reduction. Seller may be willing to negotiate closing cost credits. I know that you're concerned with high interest rates. Let's discuss what that would look like on a contract. Right? So it's really using the tools that you have, but using them on a level to where they're meant to be used. Real Scout is such a powerful tool. Again, there's tons of videos on Fast Class for you guys to check out. And if you guys have any questions about how to use Real Scout, let me know. It is the tool that I open up before social media. That's the one thing I look at before anything else, before text message, before anything else. It's always Real Scout.
I love this. So we're going to be leaning heavily into training on Real Scout and training further on Follow Up Boss, because check this out. If we have over 10,000 leads in our database right now in the old Chime lead pond, that means that over 10,000 consumers at one time raised their hand. Well, the sentiment has changed over the last 6 months, and now we have a different approach and a different way to go about it. When we think about Real Scout, what Real Scout does very well is it taps into the RAS, the reticular activating system. When you're looking for a car, like you've never seen that car before, but then you get hyped up on the car, and now everywhere you go on the freeway, you're thinking about that car, you see that car, that white Tesla, you see everywhere. It's the same thing. We want to tap in and think like consumer, and then use Amazon techniques to keep them shopping, to keep them looking, to keep them engaged in going onto the site or looking at home. So you guys, we're going to be training heavily on this. Cynthia, I'm glad it's working out for you. And you guys, it keeps your prospecting fresh. First, like, okay, this sucks. You get to really prospect with a more hyper focus. So appreciate you chiming in. Let's talk about social media. Over the last week, you guys have seen some changes on social media in regards to if you're creating video, now all videos just get turned into a reel. There's a reason behind that. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to turn it over to the marketing babe. She's going to give us some pro tips, what's working right now, some trends, and then give you some advice from her end, being the expert in social media. So without further ado, I'm going to turn it over to the marketing babe with a quick social media update. Let's turn it over to you.
Hi guys, thank you so much. Happy Tuesday. So yes, lots of buzz going on in social right now. People are not too happy because they're saying that Instagram is turning into another version of TikTok. Well, here's the thing. The consumer is also behaving differently on social media, and all these apps are trying to keep up with the consumer. So now all videos, instead of having an Instagram Reels format and a regular video format, are now all in the same dimension of Instagram Reels. You can still take your videos, but they're going to load as Reels. I wanted to talk real quickly about a hot topic.
Let me ask a quick question. What's the benefit now that all of their videos are turning into Reels? What's the benefit for an agent?
So here's the thing. Before, Instagram videos, regular videos, would get pushed out to a small portion of your audience, right? The people who already follow you. Instagram Reels, depending on how you're working with the algorithm, is being pushed out to different audiences. Now, Instagram is making it a lot easier for us to connect with other people who don't follow us. So you're getting a lot more organic reach when your video is as an Instagram reel. So that creates, I want you to think of it this way. An Instagram reel is like your amphitheater, right? You want as many people to see this video. You want as many people to come to your concert. Your Instagram story is now your lounge, right? This is where you connect in a more real and raw way with your audience. Both are very important in not only growing your audience, but also building these relationships. Because at the end of the day, that's what this industry is about, right? Building relationships with the people who we have in front of us. One very hot topic right now is should I use a trending sound or should I use original audio? This really depends on you. You have to experiment with both. The issue that people don't want to use trending sounds anymore is because if Instagram were to take that sound away, then your voice, right, your voiceover or whatnot is also going to get taken away. So essentially, you're just going to have a video in silence. If you follow huge creators like, Tom Ferry, other huge realtors who use Instagram as part of their marketing strategy, they're all doing the same thing, which is now just using their own original audio. That means they don't have a trending song in the background. You just have to experiment with both. So make sure if you have any questions to just send me a message and I'm happy to connect with you that way.
Love it. Absolutely love it. So Nias had a question, Daniela. So does that mean that all videos need to be 90 seconds or less that he's creating?
So the thing right now is that if you have a video that say it's like 5 minutes, you can still share it on Instagram. Even though it's in the Reels tab, it's not considered a reel because that's a longer form of content. You can still add a song to it if you'd like. But the format would be different. Instagram just implemented this, I want to say maybe like a week and a half ago. So if you're seeing glitches in your app, I know that I am. We just have to work through the kinks. So yes, you can still load a video that's, in horizontal form over 90 seconds. But my suggestion would be to try to keep it to 90 seconds if you want to get that organic reach.
That's right. Good stuff. Appreciate you, Daniela. Appreciate all the insight and the updates, you guys. It's obviously we talk about all the time. The people that are going to create are going to be the people that set themselves apart in this business. And it's challenging at first. It's hard, but I promise you, you'll see tons of traction and your business will grow. Let's turn it over for the next teaching moment. It's going over to Dan Sundberg. Dan Sundberg, our new lead scientist. And if you guys did not attend Dan's training last week on Leads 101, go back and watch that training. It was incredible. It was very easy to digest. And so, Dan, I'm really excited about what's on the horizon, man. So let's get a quick update from you, my brother.
Yes, thank you, Elias. And thank you to everyone who did come to the Leads 101 last week. We're going to be doing another variation of that last Thursday of this month. So if you missed that one, you can watch the recording. I think, Cynthia, I don't know if that's up in Fast Class yet, but we do have the recording of that. And we'll be doing another one at the end of next month. Thinking about what Cynthia was saying with regards to the number of leads that are in Real Scout that are taking action, that are people that are kind of timidly raising their hand like, hey, I think I might be interested in this house. In the last 7 days, there are more than 1,100 leads in our database, in our team database that did that were active and engaged on Real Scout or on a platform that were asking for information about homes, or we're looking at homes, or we're favoriting homes, or making specific inquiries. So if you're not tapping into that system yet, many of you have leads that are set up on those that you may have set up or had automatically set up that there is tremendous value in. And so I think, Elias, we're going to be doing a database day coming up soon here. And that's going to be a topic that we're going to hit on a lot, is how to use that information, find that information, and strategically be able to go out and talk to your clients about that. So look forward for that some more too.
Love it. You guys, if we did it, and let's just get a a poll and give me a reaction down below. If we did a boot camp, a 30-day boot camp that was a deep dive into mastering your database, is that something that you would be interested in? Let's do that first one. Would you be interested in attending a deep dive database mastermind, or excuse me, boot camp for 30 days, not 12 weeks, 4 weeks, full tilt? All right, cool. Cool. I love it. I love it. I'm seeing this from Melissa, so I take that as a yes. Or you're just waving somebody in front of you. I didn't know if she was telling the car to go or she was saying yes. All right, cool. So, all right, cool. So then if you have your hand up, let's lower your hand. If we did a 30-day full tilt social media boot camp, all centered around social media, is that something that you guys would attend? Okay, I see Ariana's faces. I think that was a yes. All right, cool. So then I think the public has spoke. We're going to have more information about this in the coming weeks. Know this, that starting September 1st, we will be launching the very next boot camp. So that will be for 30 days. And then mid-October to mid-November, we'll do another boot camp that's getting you ready to make sure that you have a huge pipeline, that you got those Christmas escrows coming in. And so we're going to be launching that. So more information to come. And let's do this. I'm going to share my screen and we're going to get right into the meeting slides for this week. And let me go ahead and present. All right, guys. So before we get started, as always, we want to, we've done the teachable moment. We want to turn the mic over to anybody that has anything going on in their community, anything that someone wants to talk about, an event, something going on. Shout out to Vanessa. She hosted an event last week. Vanessa, did you want to talk about that event? And does anybody else have an event or community contribution that they want to drop on this call today? All right, cool. Let's go to Donna Chan. Is that a new hand?
Yes, it is. Hi,
What's
good
up,
morning.
Donna?
Hey, what's up? Welcome back. We have our ARIA golf tournament, which is coming up next week. We have opened up dinner portions only. I know a lot of people said, I don't golf, but I want to come out and have dinner. So I'll drop the link there if you guys want to get tickets to support this event. We greatly appreciate it, because ARIA is a nonprofit organization. That's the only way we can raise funds, is through these events that we throw out. So we're going to have a great time. Thank you to Kenny for always sponsoring ARIA. And thank you for everyone for being members and supporting our AAPI first time home buyer. Thanks so much.
Is Raymond Rosales going to be playing?
He is, and
Okay,
he's
perfect.
good. He's helping
Get out there
out.
and support. Get out there and support. Janique, you had your hand up. Let's roll over to you.
Hi, it's not a community event, but I'm having my 50th birthday party at the office this Saturday from 6 p.m. to 10. We got a DJ playing some 90s and 2000s, and I threw in some 80s because I was
Okay.
around when hip hop started. So we're gonna play some music, have a margarita bar and a taco truck. So if y'all want to just come give me a hug and say happy birthday, come through to the office.
Oh, I love this. I love this. I love it. Ariana, let's hear from you. Was that a hand up for the new?
Yeah, sorry. I'm still getting used to Zoom. So this weekend in Antioch on 2395, my godmom's nonprofit is doing a back to school event for the kids. She's still open to meeting for you for maybe her next event. eXp could have a booth there. You know, she still wants to work with real estate agents. She really, you know, a company or just agents, she really needs that for the other people that she needs to place. But I have a flyer on my phone. It's from 12 to 5. I don't know if you guys can see it.
It's hard to see.
know I
Why don't you
have it.
just drop that in Slack, because you have the
Yeah,
the blurry background. We can't see.
Yeah. Okay. Yep. But it's a back to school event for the kids on Saturday.
Cool.
And she does events so much.
And if she ever needs a space in Brentwood for backpack drive to drop off supplies, any of that, you can use the office. We've had Lisa Chavez put together bikes in the office, all kinds of things, backpack drive. So feel free to utilize the office if you need it or she needs it. Okay.
Okay, cool. Thank
All
you.
right, cool. Cortez, let's go to you, brother. Rapid fire. What's going on your end?
All right. We're also doing a back to school event in Vallejo. It's going to be August 14th. We're hosting it at a bingo hall. So the kids are going to get to play bingo, win some extra prizes, but we're trying to give out 350 backpacks and just feed them for the day. And so basically, like my family, we do the Rain City Sports and we do the Visions nonprofit. So we help kids get tutoring, and then we do the AAU team thing. So we contributed 100 backpacks, and we just, if anybody wants to come through, I got the flyer on Instagram. I put it on Slack too. So to, just donate or come volunteer, that'd be great.
Man, I love this. I love that we're sharing. I love that we're contributing to our communities. So good stuff, Cortez. If anybody else has any information, feel free to drop it in Slack, and let's get to our productivity and new escrows for the week. So as you can see, we're going to remove the CSU stats for just this week because we're doing some things a little bit different to shake things up. So let's get right into escrows. Martin Kai got in contract for $299,980. Congratulations. Our very own lead scientist got in the contract for $345. Otis White got into his first fast transaction for $405,000. So Otis, I'm going to come back to you in a minute. Congratulations on your first fast transaction. My Lisa Chesney got in a contract for $475. Cam got in a contract for $510, and then dad and son duo for $525,000. Raymond Rosales and Ben Rojas. Congratulations, gentlemen. But I'm going to go over to Otis. Obviously, I could pick any one of you, and I'm sure you guys would drop some value. But I want to go over to Otis, man. People see you. You've been showing up. You've been doing boot camps. You've been coming to coaching. You've been in the office, facing adversity in your life, my man. So Otis, big dog, rapid fire. I want to hear from you. What worked? How'd you get this lead in the contract, my man?
First and foremost, man, I got to thank the team. Honestly, I know everybody gets on here and they always say that, but man, this team means everything to me. Ever since I joined, it turned my whole outlook on real estate around. Because like I said, I was a solo agent. I was out there and, acting like I was doing something, but I really didn't know. And I get the feel for new agents that come in, and I get that 9-10 because some people just get lost and they get discouraged and they never come back. I was man enough to look myself in the mirror. Thank God for Donna Chan, man. Thank God for Donna Chan. Because if it wasn't for her checking in on me, I would never be with Team Fast. To all my brothers and sisters, especially Cortez and Vanessa, they helped me a lot on this past week because I was like, all over the place. But man, thank you to the team, man. I ain't nothing without y'all. I was going to try to drift off and just get back to my TV stuff and everything, but you guys kept me in the game, man. And if there's anything that I can do for anybody else that's new on the team, I'm down for it. And if anybody's out there, it's 2 seasons because I'm very thankful to have my second deal, which just went through today with Mark Otis. We just partnered on a deal. I got another deal with Kenny Yan. So rely on your teammates, man. There's some people out there that just can't do the grunt work because they're either too busy or don't want to. And any other agents out there, hey, I'm your man. If you need me to do anything for you, holla at your boy.
I absolutely love this. I love it. And here's the thing. Molly said this on our senior leadership call. She's like, just show up. Like put your proximity, right? That's the word, proximity. Just put yourself in the groups. Come to the coaching, come to the training, come to Level Up, come to Cynthia's room, come to Karina's room, like show up. And I promise you, opportunities are going to come about. So Otis, my man, congratulations, bro. I love when you grab the mic and spit some value. Congratulations to everybody that made it in this category. Let's move to the next section. So Eric King of Real Estate, 555, my man, congratulations to you. Weston Means Business, 650,000. Hunne and Mauricio got in a contract for 700, and Melody Cleone got in the contract for 770,000. So let's see, who do we have on the line today? Let me just double check a couple names. King, I'm going to turn it over to you, big dog. You got a second to talk about this transaction?
Yes, I do.
Yes, you do.
Yeah, this is a past client of mine. Hit me up randomly, and she was like, "Hey, my mom's getting divorced, and she needs a place to live." So I helped them buy a home 2 years ago, and because I've been continually touching them by sending them newsletters, inviting them to client appreciation parties, I'm starting to see those eggs come back. So super stoked on this one.
Awesome, brother. Congratulations, man.
Thank you.
All right, let's continue cruising on. Congratulations to everybody that made it on the board in this category. Moving into the 770 to 990,000. Omid is one of our newest agents, but he's not new to the game. He just joined forces with us. He got in his first contract. So Omid, congratulations to you. Linda got into contract for 855,000, and Junghee Schwartz and Julie got into contract for 900,000. thousand. So let's see if we got, let me see who's on the line today. Sorry, guys. Let's see, Omid is not on. Let's see if Linda is on. Linda, can you talk about this deal? Linda going once. Linda
Hi.
Hi.
You guys hear me?
Yeah, I get loud and clear. How are you?
Good. How are you? Hi, everybody. This
Let's
is my
talk about your
first Team
strategy.
Fast meeting.
Oh, this is well. I'm glad that you're on. I'm glad that I called on you. So, Linda, what was the strategy? How did you get this contract or this client in the contract?
So with this listing, we did a lot of work to it, and the seller, didn't mind having the listing a little bit longer to try and see if we could get a higher price. So we did list it high. I knew it was a high list price. We had it listed for $899. And then we kind of slowly just reduced I think it was like every 2 weeks, basically. And so we went from $899 to $879 and then $859. And then we got this one offer, and this was a buyer that just really, really fell in love with the house because we totally renovated the property. And, it was just like the perfect fit because she just really loved the house and wanted it at all costs. And so she was able to give us $855, a little bit lower than what we of course wanted, but that's the market that we're in today.
Well, congratulations to you. And our hope is that we see you at future meetings as well. So thank you for your contributions and congratulations on the recent family.
Thank you.
All right, so let's continue cruising on. $1 million plus deal. This is going crazy, you guys. Julie got in contract for 1.350. Shout out to the numbers agent. Michael the Savage got in the contract for 1.480. And check this out, you guys. Jung Hee, and we're going to come back to Jung Hee in a moment, so I don't want to elaborate on this too much. She got in the contract for $4.2 million. Let me say that for the people in the back of the room, $4.2 million on one transaction. She also put another in contract for $780,000. We're going to come back to Jung Hee in just a couple minutes. And I want to see if Michael is on the line for him to talk about this deal. Michael the Savage, my man, can you grab the mic and tell us about this recent transaction? Michael going once.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. So,
what's up, big
yeah,
guy?
just helping our clients basically make a move. They bought a house in Idaho, and yeah, their daughter also bought a house out there too. So the whole family's making a move, and they're pretty stoked to be getting an offer, pretty good offer on their listing. Yeah, so or on their property.
Man, congratulations to you. Absolutely love that. I mean, look at this, you guys. This is 3 deals over, $6 million of production on just this one screen. So congratulations to everybody. Let's go over our team stats right now. You guys had a really, really great week. Remember what our volume was last week. Our volume last week was right around 7 million, right below 7 million. You guys produced 15,362,980 in pending volume just last week, and you guys put 17 new escrows on the board. So I want you guys to give yourself a round of applause. This is a great comeback week. I knew that last week was just a fluke, so great job to you guys. Congratulations. Our average sales price, because of those huge deals from last week, was over $900,000. So great job to each of you. Now, before we get into the story of the week, I want you to imagine this and how life can change in 1 week. And imagine putting $6 million in production on the board in 1 week. $6 million in production in 1 week. What does that do for your life? How does that impact your life? How does that change your life? $6 million in production in 1 week. And this is what was able to be achieved. Jung Hee Schwartz, she was able to produce literally close to $6 million in production in 1 week, 3 pending transactions. And she now has set the record for the largest team fast real estate deal that we have ever had in the history of this beautiful company. She is a tenacious superstar. To quote her accurately, she said in Cabo that she is going to be an aggressive prospector, but gentle with her clients. So Jung Hee, I haven't checked the roster yet. Jung Hee, are you on the call today? Because I would love to hear from you. And unfortunately, Jung Hee is not on the call today. So I want this to be like just a reminder to everyone. You guys never know. Check this out. That $4.2 million deal, that was a cash buyer. That was a cash buyer. You never, ever know what's going to happen. Eric had one of his largest career deals ever. Julie had a $2.4 million deal that she got from the lead pond. So you guys never, ever know. So when you guys see Jung Hee, shout out to her. Huge, huge week, an incredible year, and she has done nothing but continue to grow. So Jung Hee, we see you. Congratulations on all of your continued success. So you guys, I want you guys to take your phone out really, really quick. If you guys do not follow this guy, his name is Neil Home. I want you guys to follow him on social media. For the people that were in Vegas 2 weeks ago for the Forward event, Neil Home hosted an event, and Gary Vee was one of the speakers. Ed Milet was one of the speakers. And this dude put on an incredible event. From the people that were there, I heard it was one of the best events that they had ever been to, around 700, 800 people at this one event. It was a one-day event and it hit. Well, I reached out to Neil and I asked him if he could speak at group coaching tomorrow. So he is going to be our guest speaker for tomorrow, you guys. That event was fire. He's got great content. Check out his videos, constantly dropping game. But I want to encourage everyone to do this. Invite one person from another brokerage. Like, oh my God, I got this guy, Neil Holmes, send him a picture of him, of his Instagram handle. But like, you guys, this is on our group coaching, abundance over scarcity. We just want to invite people to share what's going on. Next Monday, we have another superstar, Chelsea Peets, who's going to be on. Instead of having her on Wednesday, she's going to be on Monday. And then the following week, we're having Giselle Agarte come on. So this month for August, you guys, we are stacked with some huge players in the social media scene. And I want to make sure that everyone is on. So if we can get the room tomorrow to 250, that's what our goal is, you guys. 250 people just coming out, spreading love, having some energy, asking him some questions. This, I promise you, is going to be a fire group coaching session. So if you guys have the ability to do so, make sure that you guys are there. Bring a friend, bring a colleague that you used to work with, tell an agent in another brokerage. But tomorrow we are going to go full tilt with Neil, and I'm really, really excited, as you can tell, about tomorrow's session. So make sure you're there. So we had a question for everybody, and Karina wrote this earlier, and we wanted to know, we're going to obviously be leaning into systems, talking about systems. Some of you guys are using some incredible tools that have really helped you leverage and build your business. So we want to know, what is the #1 game-changing tool that has helped your business? If you guys can, please load up the chat. We want everyone to share, because there might be a tool that Otis uses that Daniela doesn't use, and so on and so forth. So what is the #1 game-changing tool that has helped your business? And let's go through our chat and see. High note, yeah. So Donna, we're waiting on approval, but we're going to be sharing some cool behind the scenes analytics, fingers crossed, in the next couple of weeks. So high note for sure. Real Scout, absolutely. What else, you guys? Any other tools that you have implemented in your business that have been game changers for you? And don't be shy. Going once. Anybody else? Cool. High note. Okay. Glide. Online leads. Okay, cool. Michael Swanson said Glide. Partnering up, meeting with lenders to learn the market and resources they offer. I love that. Absolutely love that. What other tools, you guys? What other tools? Yeah, Follow Up Boss. Absolutely. Absolutely. I had an agent tell me that all their contacts are in their phone. I'm like, that's cool, but we're human, right? There's going to be times where we forgot to follow up with someone, or forgot to send them a message or a newsletter. So Follow Up Boss is huge. Andrew, what is Sparkio? I didn't see that. Oh, Spokio. I don't know what Spokio is.
It's a website where you can plug in numbers, email addresses, and find out who it belongs to.
Ooh, okay. All right. Or like skip tracing, and stuff like that?
Yeah, so I've been able to find because then I get a lot of random calls, and I'm sure a lot of you do. So figuring out who's calling and yeah, who the number belongs to, if I need a last name on a first name, things like that. So
nice.
Been verified is also, yeah, I think Nicole mentioned been verified. That's something I've used before as well too. It's very similar.
TruePeopleSearch.com is also really good. Okay, cool. Love this. Jordana, what's TruePeopleSearch.com and what do you use it for? Is it for like skip chasing, double checking names, finding leads? How are you using it?
As soon as someone gives you their phone number, you can put it in and find their whole address history, I mean, I use it for work and for like my dating life. I always get someone's phone number and then like do a background check before I meet them. You know, I want to see if they're married or, you know.
All right. Hey, no, I hear you. Life lessons here. I love this. Asana, Michael says, Asana, you guys, Asana is an amazing tool. I haven't seen it on here yet, but Trello is an incredible tool. I think there's an app on there. It's called Caption This. So if you're writing long copy, or Caption Writer, if you're writing long copy for a video or something you're posting, you put it here and then you can instantly put it on Instagram. You don't have to worry about spacing or anything like that. It's really cool. That's right, Jordana. Oh, anybody else using tools that have been game changers in their business? All right, cool. Awesome. So Folio. Okay, cool. Love it. We have to be careful. Yes, you do, Jordana. Absolutely. You never know. Inside Track to find out floor plans. HomeSnap. Absolutely. Another good app is Landglide. If you're ever on a showing and someone wants to know exact square footage and where the property line is, Landglide's a really good tool to use. So you can show them exactly where the property lines are. HomeSnap, yeah, of course. Yeah, if you guys are new and you guys are in the Bay Area market, I don't know, it might not exist in some markets, but HomeSnap is an absolute game changer app. That is just instant information. It's like your MLS on the go. Absolutely love HomeSnap. Anything else? All right, cool. Is there anything else anyone wants to bring to the table? And heat maps, you're absolutely right. Before we head out for the day. All right, cool.
Elias, what was the one you said for the property lines? Land guide?
Landglide. Yeah.
Landglide. Okay, thank you.
Yep, Landglide. It's this right here, Landglide. So you guys, I want to thank everybody for showing up. Thank you for all the agents that contributed to the success of this week. Huge shout out to Jung Hee. Huge shout out to all the agents that are grinding and putting their first contracts on the board, because we all remember how that felt. That first one, right? And now it's about getting that momentum and keeping that momentum. Because let's face it, you guys, we're in August right now. Right around the corner is Christmas. And whether or not you celebrate Christmas, right around the corner is the holiday season where we're going to come together. And I don't know about you guys, but I want to have a really nice holiday season. So put in the work right now so you can make sure that your family has a really nice holiday season. So I'll be putting out more information as we get closer to September for boot camp signups. Once again, it's going to be a 30-day full tilt boot camp session. We'll work on the content for that, but I want to make sure that you guys get the best out of that. We'll do a hybrid. Sometimes it'll be on Zoom, sometimes it'll be in person, but we want to make sure it's high impact to get the best out of it. So if there's nothing else, I am going to pack up my stuff and head on a plane back to San Diego. I got a few coaching sessions with some of you today, but we're back to Northern California. But like I said early on in the conversation, put some light and love into somebody's life right now. You never know what people are going through. That phone call just might be the phone call that they needed to get them through their day. So be that person that sheds some love and light. And if you guys can, once again, it's not about me. Tomorrow, it's all about you guys learning one thing that's going to help you grow your business. Spread the word, send a video up like, oh my God, you guys, we got Neil coming on tomorrow. Invite whoever you want. It is open space for tomorrow. So I'll see you guys tomorrow at 8:30. If you need anything in the meantime, let me know. Thank you for always being here, and thank you for all your contributions. Have a wonderful day. Appreciate y'all.
Elias, thank you so much.
Bye.